Joining the show today, I've got newly added CWL professional player for Midnight Esports, my good friend Envoy. Buddy, welcome to the show. How are you doing on this fine day?
Pretty good, man. Just woke up. Appreciate you guys bringing me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But, I know we were kind of talking before the interview started. You just woke up and maybe getting started for the grind today.
Exactly. Just woke up, drinking some OJ. After this, gonna hop on, play some pubs.
There you go. Got to keep the grind up. But I want to talk quickly because the grind essentially is what you have been on for the last few years, right? Like a lot of people don't remember the run that you had back in AW under Justice with Kenny, Assault, and Spacely. So you've already been considered a pro in the past. But what's the feeling been like recently knowing you are a pro once again and that you managed to qualify? What's that feeling like?
It's still surreal to me. Honestly, still hasn't hit me yet. I think it's gonna hit me as soon as we go play our league matches. But like you said, yeah, I did play back in AW with Kenny and them, and honestly, it kind of jump started I think the career. It's kind of crazy. My first event was season 3, the season 3 qualifier in
Mm-hmm.
AW for the league, and now most recent event was to make the league, and finally made it after 4 or 5 years. It's
Yeah.
just a great feeling to finally accomplish what I tried to do 5 years ago.
Definitely, man. I remember back in what was it? It was like one of the old UMG events. It might have been like Dallas 2015, and you were on G4G with everyone was named Dylan, and I remember I remember everyone's name was Dylan, and I was like, wow, that's actually really interesting. And all we talked about for the entire cast was that. But regarding the grind, right? Like I said, I know those placements were early on, but what was the wait like? What was the matter? Because I don't know if we've ever seen this happen for someone who was pretty much like you said, top 6 at MLG World Finals, then just a long break for 3 years in a row. And I was we had an experience at the Peoria local tournament that we had, and I got to see you play back in IW a little bit here and there. But what was that wait like? Was it just a matter of just trying to improve? Did you maybe even try to go play other esports?
Uh, I didn't try to play other esports. I just kind of casually played CS, but ESEA and stuff like that. But it was a long wait, and honestly, I think it helped because in AW I was known for just being this one-sided player, just run and gun. And then I think throughout the year I became slower, smarter, methodical. Um, and I think it really helped my gameplay. But the wait did suck. So I wish I didn't happen, but it ended up working out, which is just great for me.
Right, exactly. Well, let's go and shift the conversation now over to the qualifier because I want to throw a few numbers your way regarding the difference in the Pro League this year compared to last year. So, for 24 out of the 80 players in the CWL this season, this will be their rookie year, of course, yourself included. 30% of those rookies came from either UYU, Accelerate E6, or, of course, Midnight. And players not in the league racked up a total of $764,000 in World War II. Now, as someone who did manage to qualify and does count as technically a CWL rookie, what do you think was the difference maker at the qualifier? Do you think it was just a matter of time spent practicing that gave the AM/semi-pros, the AM/semi-pro teams the edge?
I think it was a combination of a couple things. I think one is that a lot of the AM teams brought the intensity. It is a week long, 6 matches. You got to come every day. And then I think another thing too is this game is at least from my perspective, it's really based on teamwork. And a lot of these AM teams have focus on teamwork more than just individual skill. And it ended up obviously paying off, and playing the game together more, especially in this game with all the specialists and stuff, definitely helps. I think that's where a lot of the AM teams had the edge.
Right. Now, I've personally gone out and said that I believe this particular time is the next generation of Call of Duty Esports, and I want to know what your thoughts are too, and what feels like, and what that feels like, knowing that you're going to be, in the Pro League along with a number of different rosters like UIU, Accelerate, E6, and also from the international side and Heretics and Overtime. What does it feel like to be with a lot of these guys that you've pretty much been grinding online tournaments, with and against? What does that feel like?
It's still kind of crazy. I mean, the competition I've been playing at for the last year, half a year in Variant right now is obviously skyrocketing right now. Gonna play a lot better competition. Gotta be the grind's just got to be even harder, you know. But like Heretics and Overtime, like Heretics didn't really surprise me at the PLQ. Overtime definitely did. They were in our group and they came out hot. I think they lost a lot of their matches like 3-2. I think they're gonna be like a good contender in the CWL. Along with just like E6, UIU, I think we're gonna do good. I think it's the young talent's got something to do this year.
Definitely, man. I'm excited to see it. But as far as how these rosters form, I want to know how Midnight officially formed, because to my knowledge, this was the first full man. This is essentially the first event that your 5-man roster had together. How did that process really kind of come about?
The rosters came about because, well, I went to Vegas and placed top 40, didn't end up qualifying, and then my current teammate now, Llama God, went to Vegas, got top 40 also on different teams, and I'm not qualifying, but I think we were like the standouts of our team. And then Revenge, now Midnight, which was Brack, Parzilian, and Jetly, decided that they wanted to pick up me, and then from there we went and picked up Devin or Llama God. And then we only had about a month to practice, and it was the grind, because a lot of these teams had 3-4 months. Like, we had to get everything down within a month, maybe even 3 weeks. It was definitely tough, but we knew we could do it, and everything paid off, all that work we put in.
So the PLQ was your first official event with the team. Now you have the Pro League to, of course, focus on. Let's speak on your division, right? You guys are going to be in Division A. You fall in with Optic Gaming, Luminosity, Evil Geniuses, UIU, Team Reciprocity, Team Space, and Red Reserve. How does the team feel coming into what most are labeling as the more difficult division?
Yeah, it is definitely on paper the more difficult division. We're going to come into it confident. What's nice, we went to the PLQ, we never had to fist bump another team. We haven't lost yet. So we're going in really confident. Put these next 2 weeks, we're going to like grind, try to get better. It's definitely, like, obviously you look at like Optic, LG, those guys got top 4 at Vegas. It's going to be tough, but this game is all teamwork, like I was saying earlier. If we have our teamwork down and they're maybe not on their game that day, I definitely think we can upset a couple teams here at our first go around at the CWL.
Definitely, man. I'm really excited to see your roster and see how you guys can continue on that performance, even along with the other, I guess you could say previous semi-pro teams, now official pro rosters. Now, is there anything you want to say to the fans or even the people out there who are questioning your team's future heading into the Pro League and the rest of Black Ops 4? Is there anything you want to say to them heading into the 2019 season?
I appreciate everyone's support, no matter what side you're on. I promise everything's going to be, you guys don't got to worry about it. What's going on with us? Everything's fine and dandy, although there is some drama on Twitter. But everything's good. Everything's get worked out, and I just appreciate everyone's support.